Listen, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Abti podcast. Thanks for liking, thanks for coming, thanks for subscribing. This episode is brought to you by none other than Birdie Bugs, the Warden of the North, myself, and to my left I have the infamous Abti Hamsa, No Money H Money. You know. What else? Hamza Ahmed.
You know, yeah,
the Gubby.
Right, might as well add that.
The Gubby. You get me? Well, go on, my broski.
Okay.
You're running right. Yeah, and to the right we got the infamous
Malcolm Flex.
Malcolm Flex.
Wow.
Malcolm Flex is not here due to unforeseen circumstances. But big up Malcolm, and yeah, but to my right, we have the infamous man off camera, H.
Yeah, we're just gonna keep him as H.
H, yeah, we'll just keep him as H.
Yeah, I think that's beauty, man.
The H, yeah, that's it. But yeah, man, then welcome back for another one. Apparently we're staying consistent, so this is good for us.
Alhamdulillah.
You know what I'm saying? And this is for you. This is the things that we do for you. So road to
Trust me.
Was it road to 7K we're saying, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now? We're pushing road to 7K.
I'm telling you, look, you know, in Somalia, what did they say? Ants in your pants. It's ants in my pants, right? I'm trying to fly out, but I have to stay in.
Yeah, we have to. And you know, this is the problem.
This guy has got me on an anchor.
Yeah, no, but we have to though. The thing is, the way I look at it is, as long as we get the content churning, then that gives us free time to just do whatever we want.
Absolutely.
And that's it. And this is the things that we do. This is the sacrifice that these people don't see that we do to keep him entertained. Because apparently we're keeping him entertained, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I'm not going to lie. Yeah. A lot of people have shown my love. And I think a lot of people that have come from, whether you come from the DMs or the calls or whatever, but like, even, bro.
Yesterday, randomly bumped into some guy, man. Big him up, man. Big him up, bro. Big up, bro. He was
and also we done the test on him.
Yeah,
did you subscribe?
Did you subscribe? And he did.
Straight away went to you. Just said, look, Abti, don't talk to me.
Yeah, like he was the guy for his people. Do you get me? So big him up. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, H, talk to me, man. How have you been?
Well, I've been alright. How was your week, Abti?
Well, all good, you know. Like literally, other than, you know, my week is a bit weird because it's literally I'm juggling between work, family, and that's it. And obviously, you know,
how do you balance that?
It's very hard. I'm not gonna lie. Well, like, look, it's work, family, and outside. I have different criteria, isn't it?
Outside.
Yeah.
Wow.
Outside the game outside.
Bro, how did that go inside?
No, but we are. Let's be honest. We're all young guys.
I don't know.
Young. I can't lie to you.
No, hold on.
Wait.
You know,
you're the oldest here.
No, when do you officially? Okay, between you guys, when do you officially enter your Abti stage, your uncle
30.
stage?
We have a podcast called Abti Podcast.
I know, but
that's why once you hit the 30s, we're Abtis.
We're uncles,
and you don't, especially if you're not married.
Yeah. Okay. At what age do we leave the fuckery? Like we're not allowed in the raves anymore.
Nah, you're the uncle in the rave.
I know. It's you know what's mental. Like I remember going out as a youngin, yeah, and I'd see like my older cousins in there, and I'd always say to me, "You're too old to be in here, man. What are you doing here, man?"
Hey.
And then now, bro, I'm that guy. I'm that guy in there now. I'm the old man.
He's one of them man that back in the days when he was 21 or what. They think he's 30, still here.
Yeah, still in the club.
Dropped out.
But do you reckon?
But now it makes sense.
Fucking idiot. You're angry at twat. But listen, at what age genuinely? Is there an age to like say, do you know what? I'm hanging up the boots and I'm never going out again?
I'll tell you this, yeah. When we was young, it made sense why there shouldn't be old people in the club because we only saw young people. Nowadays, things have changed. You now go to a club that's just for over 21s or over 25s. So now there's a more they're catering to each.
Yeah, they got the day. I think they introduced the day parties for the over 30s.
Like now think about
for the 30s with the day
R&B
parties
and hip hop.
Yeah,
I'm not expecting
18-year-olds.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm expecting, if anything, 40s. Anything between 30s and
35,
40s.
you see a 35.
Like because that to them, they would remember.
You don't know about old school Mary, sadly.
Yeah,
you don't
know about them stuff. So they're gonna be like they're gonna be like standing baffed.
Yeah, facts.
Whereas some other people be like, yo, like for example, a big one that I remember that hit me one time was Chris Brown, Yo. Remember that one?
Yeah.
Like, I just remember in school, like, you know, it wasn't even YouTube. It was like MTV.
Yeah.
MTV base.
You're proper Sarajan, man. I watched it in the living room.
Yeah, bro.
That's crazy.
But a lot. That's why things make me laugh about YouTube and that, you know, because like I was thinking about this today, like on the train on my way to work. By the way, at 7:30 in the morning. Ya Allah. But I thought about it. I said, bro, back in the days, we didn't know nothing. For instance, I'm on the underground in back in the days. I remember the trains were completely different. It was Baba.
What you mean? As in like what they were like?
Bro, like they like on the Victoria line, the trains were like the seats will be opposite themselves.
Or what, knees to knees, almost.
Like man could just slap my feet on the thing and just chill like that on the train.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Whereas now it's like on this side. So much things have been developed
Yeah.
and changed.
I was like a Baker Lula back in the day, innit?
Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? So much, and he goes, bro,
it's proper loud.
the noises that used to come out, and do you know what? Because now I started working in construction, but like, there's like a sound thermometer for your ears. Over 80 is bad.
80 decibels.
Yeah, but 8 is bad. And I'm thinking, what?
Mm.
They say to me, like, when we're in construction and whatnot places, they need their headphones on.
Soundproofing,
Yeah, boom. And do you know that the underground is 88 or something like this?
What decibels?
Yeah.
Get the hell out
I
of here.
swear to you, the underground, but I done it myself.
Well, you had your little machine and you
Bro,
measured it.
like,
I said
back.
Inspector Gadget. He brought out of his trench
Yeah,
coat.
The trench coat, yeah.
Because you know what it is? Me, I work as health and safety sometimes. So
Mm.
I've got to go into sites and just double check on everything, you get me? How much, how loud the noise is and they're doing. Like, have they done a
So you know all about rules and regulations and everything and that? And all
Bro,
of that.
alhamdulillah, I don't know how I know it, but I know it.
You know it. You just know.
Do you know what, yeah? It was quite funny, like, where's my back?
Here we
I'm
go.
so serious.
Here we go. What's it?
You know what? It's
You know when he goes in, I don't know what's going to come out of that bag, to be honest.
I came ready for this.
Oh my God. Put that on. I beg you, put that on. This has to be a placeholder.
I came in
My
ready for
goodness.
this one.
The high vis.
Guildford and Sons.
That's it.
This was for today's workplace. Gilmore, great company. If you're not seeing advertisement,
That's it. Alright, so sponsor us, please, because we need some sponsors.
Man got money as well. One of the projects I'm on.
Yeah. So
Anyways, going back to this,
yeah, go on.
I wanted because I get a lot of people that ask me, yo, like I want to get into construction, like labourer, groundwork, fucking forklift, all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my thing is, I jumped onto construction in COVID.
Was that the first ever time that you basically didn't
I've
study?
never in my life I never done a cupboard.
Not even an IKEA like flat pack.
Nah, bro, I don't do that. I'll get
Damn.
someone £20.
That makes sense. For
Like,
who you are, that makes sense.
Does that make sense for you?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
because bro, I'm more
Yeah.
He lifted
brain.
his arms and you're like, yeah, that makes
It's
sense.
alright though.
Yeah,
Like
look.
my man can't do nothing.
Are
So
you
I already
crazy?
I already know the brain capacity he's got
Wallahi,
in
yeah.
this.
My happy place, anyone will tell you, is IKEA flat pack furniture, my fucking speakers, and a good playlist. I'll build a wardrobe. I build wardrobes for fun, bro.
Yeah, I hate that boy.
I love that. Little
Well, I
Allen
can look
key,
at it, yeah.
boom, boom, boom.
And the problem about these instructions with the IKEA, it doesn't say.
It doesn't say.
It doesn't
That's
say
the beauty
go
about
from
it.
1, 2, 3, 4.
That's the
5.
beauty
You
about it,
have
bro.
to guess what the pictures
Yeah.
looking like. Yeah,
100%.
And it tells you A, B. This is the screw. I said, bro. Man, I got
Yeah,
time.
so go on then. Okay, go back.
Men
So-
used to go to war, you know.
Yeah, man, we used to go
What do you
to
mean men used to go to war? One of them, man. Oh, look at this man.
Yeah.
Oh my days. They
Men
go to
used to
war
go-
then. Right now, Palestine fight go. What are you talking about?
Listen.
No.
No.
He's trying to finish
No,
it.
he's not, he's not.
Hussein has been on a mission.
Hussein's been trolling us. But listen to this. Alright, so go on. Like for you, COVID.
For I don't even know. What
No,
it was.
COVID. You started construction COVID.
So
Yeah.
COVID for me, I looked at it and I said, what's industry's got money right now?
Yeah.
Because in COVID, yeah, and this is what makes me laugh a lot about people. Yeah, they get that one little secure job, but they don't know that one secure job. It surrounds itself around the economy.
Mm.
Yeah. If today there's inflation, it goes high. They need to get rid of stuff.
All right.
They're not making, so they'll get rid of things that they create. Especially watch out for roles that have been created.
Okay. Like you go, but when you say that, you always got to give an example.
I'll give you an example. They might say something like creative director manager.
Okay.
I don't like, bro, it's just a
Too many
waffle.
words.
Yeah,
Too many words.
But you know what it is, or it might be a role that is like, I don't know. For instance, you have a brand ambassador and then you have an assistant brand ambassador. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because they're looking to push it out. They've got a little bit of money extra. They're looking to put the market in, and they're looking to push it out. Does that make sense? But now when money's not coming in, who we cutting off first?
Assistant.
We don't
Okay.
need him.
Yes.
The brand ambassador is going to do everything now,
Right. Boom.
saving the wage there. But before there was money, it was paying itself.
All right.
Does that make sense? So I was looking at all of the stuff at that time I think it was like 2022, 2023. One of my business was going back down because COVID reopened.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when COVID reopened, I used to have a company for bikes.
Yeah. Can you talk about that? Is legal action still proceeding or?
Yeah, I can't really talk to you
Okay.
about that
Facto.
right
Say
now.
no
But
more.
for them, for sure, it was a good business.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? So in COVID, it made sense. In COVID, it made sense. Now, once COVID came out, people are not going to pay for delivery and Uber as of much. And also, I was smart at a point. We done it as a rental service.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Instead of people purchasing electric vehicles, just like line bikes. Does that
Yeah.
make sense? But this one, you take it home for a week. You charge it at your house, and then you can use it for 8 hours per day.
Like a subscription service almost.
Exactly.
Alright,
So
boom.
something like that. So now when that was going down for me for a little bit, other things weren't. I looking at different industries. One of my friends was like, listen, he's like to me, he's a health and safety manager. This guy studied travel and tourism. Yeah. He went from travel and
If
tourism.
there was ever
A
a useless
yeah,
degree,
like, you know
it's
the
gotta be
degree,
that.
like, I'm not gonna lie, I understand it maybe in like BTech.
Yeah.
Like, like in college. Maybe college school I would accept
Bro.
that.
I
In terms
wouldn't.
of like understanding.
My man
But
went
you
to
have to be
uni
a
to be
chick.
Sky Scanner.
No, do you know what it was?
Yeah,
No,
to
you-
open jet
no,
too.
No, do
Yeah.
you know what it is? I can't bring him down because this what his true plan was to be a pilot.
Yeah, but no,
So-
that's
but then
not how
it
you
was
become
too-
a
no, no.
pilot, bro.
Then it was too expensive. At his time, it was looking at 100 and something K
So
to become a pilot, to learn it.
yeah,
Does
to
that
go
make
to like pilot school because you got to go to
pilot
school.
exactly. And then it was like you have to do a certain amount of miles.
Yeah,
And then after the miles, then you have to learn experience. Like it was difficult to get into that. And obviously, we were living in a time of the UK where most of our parents were on JSA. Do you know
yeah,
what I mean? Or working tax credit, I think they used to call it back in them days. You get
yeah.
me?
I'd.
So
Yeah. Yeah,
we know
yeah,
it
yeah,
very well.
yeah.
But at the end of the day, we can't say something bad to our parents. No, I don't think it's difficult for a parent to. At them now, it's now British Airways and whatnot. Like they're giving out these courses.
They're giving out apprenticeships and stuff. Yeah,
bangingly.
yeah.
You know what I'm trying.
Now, I'd advise people to go check it out.
Check
as
it
well.
out, like
Yeah.
especially aerodynamics mechanics, like mechanical engineering on the plane.
Yeah,
Like in America, them man, that's what they run for.
that's it.
A lot
Yeah,
of the guys that I was with, and I was saying, bro, I'm
and the
like,
control center technicians role as well. They go over there where you get to oversee like the airspace and like navigating planes through the airspace. That's a good job
that's
as
a good
well.
one. And that's I think that's
That is a very, very good job.
Very,
It
very
pays. Starting salary is like 50, 60.
easy.
So it's good. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Good that you said that. Funny now, listen
Yeah.
to this now. Boom. So now I've looked at this. I saw my heat goes to me. He's gone from travel and tourism now, and he's looked at construction, and construction is making him change. I said, "Oh, what are you doing?" He's like, "I'm just a surveyor." He goes on he was actually working on H2S.
HS2.
that's it.
HS2, yeah.
And he's doing like the plotting for the tracks.
Mm.
So he'll get the
That track alignment, okay.
like track alignment back.
Yeah.
He'll put it on, and then he'll get I don't know what they're called. I think the rods or something out.
Yeah, whatever.
Where the screw will go down, so then later the digger will come, and that's
Yeah.
what he's digging.
Okay.
That. So he's and I'm saying, what? How much you getting paid? I'm not gonna lie to you. I think I was getting paid some decent change. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
It was around the 2 bills age
Well, per day.
per day.
Yeah.
I said, what? And 2 bills? And then he's like to me, yeah, so I get about a bag 2, and they pay for my accommodation. He was in Birmingham, and they give him petrol.
Mm.
So
all expenses covered then.
but then he knows me, I'm a little zang because I'm good with the computers and whatnot. So he was telling me, yo, can you make me an address that's even further away from my house, like Kent? So basically Birmingham to Kent, petrol, mileage, they're paying him by mileage.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? So he was getting down. At the end of the week, he's getting 1.6. I couldn't believe it, bro.
So 1,600 a week.
1,600 a week. I done the math so quick.
But he's self-employed, so he's got to pay his own tax as well. So
He's
you
on
got.
UTR.
Okay, explain what that is.
So before, I don't know. A lot of people would know if they're self-employed and work in construction or whatnot.
Yeah.
Self-employed is basically where you earn your own wage and you work for yourself, not as a business, but it's very similar to a business, but you might not get a certain revenue per year.
Okay.
So they reduce your revenue tax and they allow you now to claim back on stuff as like vehicle cost, petrol, maybe a course, maybe your phone bill,
Yeah.
stuff that you need to use for your business.
Bang on.
Does that make
Yeah,
sense?
yeah.
But you pay. So a lot of people, what they used to do would be like, yeah, we only earned $5,000 this year, so we don't need to pay the tax.
Okay.
That was the zang. Does that make sense?
Bosh.
Before?
Yeah.
So now they stopped that. Now the government, I think they started this 2023. I might be incorrect, but they started something called UTR.
Okay.
Everyone puts the money into a pot. Like your money gets taken straight away from your employer. They done it backwards.
So the tax.
The 20% tax, they take it off of you. They put it into your UTR. So at the end of the UTR, let's say you got 22 bags.
Yeah.
That 22 bags, you need to go to an accountant. You pay them certain money. And
You
show
put
them
it. Then that's when you
all
put
your
in all your receipts, and
all
then
your
you get
receipts and whatnot,
expenses
and
and
you get expenses back. So
back.
then that's when the people, especially between the April to June time,
yeah.
taxman's getting banged.
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah.
He's thinking everywhere they're coming from.
Mm.
They're all lying everywhere. They get bro. I remember last year was my first time, bro. I got 6 bags. I couldn't believe
What's
it.
What back?
Back, bro.
That's
And I gave that account £150.
All right. Boom. So.
Boom. So now I've looked at whatnot. He's told me that. I've said, what is this? He's like, get that up to you. He's trying to go for something called NEBOSH Health and Safety.
Yeah. I tried to do that time ago.
Interesting. What is that?
Then
He's like to me, bro, all it is you go into the sites and you do health and safety. I said, what's health and safety? Like, what is it?
Just making sure people got their PPE on,
like
blah, blah, blah.
PPE, risk assessment, kosher, things like, okay, the tools they're using for a certain thing, are the chemicals in the right place? You know, stuff like this. So I was like, all right, cool, interesting, bro. Got into it, got it, bro. I swear to you, Allah can see me. He was doing it like before me. I'd done it once, and alhamdulillah, I passed straight away.
Allahumma barik, man. Big up you.
Boom. I was like, yo, man, now I've got it. I was back.
But now you need experience, though. So
experience. Now.
Yeah.
So now, what I looked at it was, alhamdulillah, I got a lot of networks. So
here we go with that word again, man.
Network.
No,
Yeah.
this is nothing that's
telling you,
ever. But
you know what? Yeah, once we
Subscribe
get,
to
once we
Hamsa.
bring
we'll
out
never
the-
get past it.
No, once we bring out the match, I'm gonna have that.
No one will ever wear that.
And I'm telling you, sales are gonna go. And you don't see
Have
that.
the OnlyFans badge.
OnlyFans,
underneath.
yeah. Top
Yeah.
1%er. Network,
I'm
yeah.
telling you.
Go on, okay.
No,
So,
where was we at?
no, we're saying, I've lost my plot as well. You were saying experience.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
experience part.
bang on.
So that's why I got a lot of networks.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Hamza Blue.
Yeah. Boom. So I thought of the necklace. I got, alhamdulillah, I know
It's
a
necking
girl.
everywhere, innit?
No,
Yeah.
I know a
Right.
girl that works as a recruiter.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I spoke to her and just asked her about. She's like, yeah, man, I do. She does white collar.
Yeah.
Yeah. So white collar in the construction is anything over managerial. So anything over like maybe I think it's a green card. Maybe I'm lying. Maybe it's a gold card. So to be on a construction site, anyone, regardless of how
You
long
need a
are,
CSCS
you
card.
need a CSCS card.
Yeah.
That's £20. It's like a theory test. Download that anytime you really want to be serious and make extra.
That's to
cash.
get like into like construction on
just
like
to
the
be on the
labouring
site.
side. Yeah.
Abti, if you don't have a CS card, get off my site. I don't want to hear it.
All right.
There's no talk. There's no nothing.
Right.
Legally speaking, it's a legal requirement.
To have your
And
CSCS.
unless there's certain building things,
Regulations, yeah.
regulations.
Right.
Unless for that, that's a different story.
Okay.
But for any specific construction site,
All right.
you gotta have it.
All right. So you did your network.
In my network, I
yeah.
spoke to the girl. She's telling me, yeah, the health and safety whatnot is big, but the majority of the jobs that are gonna be taken is via experience.
Okay. So who was the first person to bet on you and be like, okay, do you know, I'll take him on without any experience. He's fresh from the
Yeah.
course.
So what she said to me was go for another course. It's called SMSTS. Yeah, and I
Yeah.
would advise a lot of people to do that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a site manager role. It's a 5-day course. You pay about 500 quid.
Mhm.
Jump on it. Minimum you're getting about 300 quid a day.
Okay.
Yeah, light work, no problem. And all you're doing is coming on, checking the subcontractors, checking on drawings, making sure deliveries are on point. You basically run the site.
Yeah. Making sure everything goes swimmingly.
Exactly, everything's through you. So making sure everyone comes in, you do inductions, you do toolbox meetings, boom, 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 bam. You
Mm.
basically run what, like let's say now a store, but just in a construction site, just a different thing. And you're
Okay.
getting 300 quid a day, cash, no talk.
That's
Yeah.
a lot of money. You
I
know?
said, what? Do you know what? Yeah, good. She goes, with that, you get to learn a lot more things, and then you can move up.
So you did the course.
So I done the course, slapped it, bro. I done the course. Ilahi, Allah can see me. I done the course while I got a job. She got me a job,
Yeah.
light work job. She said, don't worry, I know about this company. Alhamdulillah. Rad, there's a name. Radiq is a name. Rare, hard. Yeah, bro. Boom, got me into the job. Told me it's an easy job. Don't worry. This is like just the basics, which is you gotta have steel boots, you gotta have gloves, you gotta have a hat, whatnot. Boom. It was a night shift thing. So the night shift guys, they know what they're doing. There's not a lot of them on site, but it's a big building, so it's like I'm doing security work as well in some
Yeah.
aspects. Anyone can't go through the turnstile. Coming from stuff
Yeah.
like this. Boom. Alhamdulillah, I done it, and I was there for about 6 months, my bro. 6 months. Osborne Limited. Now they've gone bust. Alhamdulillah, just before I left.
Yeah.
But before that, they were paying me big bucks to do nothing.
That's why they went
Absolutely.
bust then.
No,
Yeah.
no. They went bust in their own like projects that they were doing, refurbished. That they were getting like the one I was at. I was at London Met University. I was doing a whole refurb for London Met University. Yeah.
Oh, next to Holloway.
Nah, the one in Moorgate.
Okay.
Yeah, they were one in Moorgate. So Bomb was at that one. Well, it was City of London is the council there. That's not even London,
Yeah.
That little mile stretch is not even
Yeah.
London. Man's talking to a different city, like you
Yeah.
get me. So boom, them ones there now. They never like they're getting paid 8 million or 40 million. You get me. The projects are big, but then you have the budget that you have is what you're doing. So now this is where construction companies went busted because they're cutting corners.
Okay.
Does that make sense? That's why things like Greenfield Tower happen. The
Oh,
materials
they put
they're
cladding in,
using,
flammable
what they're
cladding,
buying,
yeah.
exactly what you're buying and what you're using materials to build these things. This, like, bro, I learned so much. You know, I didn't even know I know all this stuff, but
There's loads of people zanging.
Zanging.
Legal zanging, bro.
Legal zanging, you know. That's why all these guys, you lot think the road money that you man are making is some big piece. The only reason that you lot think that is because you just see the tangible cash. These niggas see computer screens, million, 40 million, yeah, give me a million, slap in my account. Like, bro, like I see it as crazy.
Yeah,
bro.
mental money.
Like, I'll go to my accountant or whatnot, like, yo, how much is there? She's like, yeah, we've got about another 6 million. You know what? Curtains the other day I purchased for a house I'm at now doing refurb, yeah. Abti, oh my god, £9,000 for curtains.
Brother, you should have come to me, man.
But I'm thinking, why didn't
Should have gone to all them, you know, them Somali old lady shops.
No, but the problem is with
You
a
got
lot
it
of
on the arm.
construction companies that are big companies, they already have companies that they have, so they just put the order in. They won't even pay them now. They'll pay them in 30 to 60 days.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? So then, if anything goes wrong with the material, if it's wrong, they can return it back. So it's difficult to say them from outside of that scope to be like, oh, I've got someone. If you pay them a little, they're not gonna have the money now.
Okay, got it.
Does that make sense? That's where you learn a bit of. Like,
not only that, consistency as well, isn't it? As in, like, you might need curtains
right now, tomorrow. All you got to do for them, like, I'm a site manager. I don't even need to speak to the director or anything. I'll call the site manager. I'll tell them the certain company, and I'll tell them what we need, and they'll be like, yeah, no problem. We put that. What's that account? That's the account. Boom, go through.
Bosh. All right then. So then, obviously, that propelled your.
That propelled me hard.
Yeah.
That one there, 6 months, bro. I was living life.
And you'd say, well, obviously, with that, you don't need to go through the pain of like uni, debt,
Nothing.
anything like that, innit?
No, I couldn't believe it. I said, well, I went to JAMA, yeah, paid thing. I even done my master's degree, yeah. Bro, I paid so much money for this education bullshit up to, yeah. To be getting treated like a dog, yeah. To go into corporate, to wear a dumb tie, yeah. And you're getting paid $350 a week.
That's one thing I've never really understood,
and
you
then
know.
I go, the best thing that I get is, oh, mate, we're going to the pub. You want to go to the pub?
Yeah. Let's go to the boozer.
To do what, my brother? Brother, I'm one of them type of guys. We start at 9, finish at 5. Don't talk to me after. Well,
no socializing.
What socializing?
Work socializing is overrated, though. Let's be honest.
Bro, let me ask you.
It's so overrated.
I'll be so honest with you today. Yeah, tomorrow if you get sacked from work, what, you still gonna keep your connections with them work lots? I'm not saying you can't. And I'm
Come on, they can be part of your network, man.
Yeah, they could.
They can. No one's denying.
I know a guy called Brian the Bigger.
No one's denying that for you.
Bigger
but
Brian.
you know what I do? I rather
Yeah.
utilize my work time. While I'm at work, I'm at lunch. We'll go for lunch. You get me? If we have a little break downstairs, go for a fag or whatnot, I'll go with you, fag, and ask you how was your weekend, what you doing.
Have you noticed any like cultural differences between working with
damn people?
Yeah. And it's like when you go out to eat, like we normally pay in it. Like we normally we'll fight over the bill and stuff. And where with them, it's like
you saw, I know what he saw. You know why I saw? You know why I say that?
Yeah,
I saw the same thing. The white comedian guy on TikTok.
No, genuinely, I didn't even see that one, but you can land
the
it.
white comedian guy, he made me laugh yesterday night. Yeah, he goes, when white people, when they go to a restaurant, they eat, they pay the check, and they leave. Black people go to the restaurant, they eat, and then the check comes. Then they question the check. Oh, what's this quarter to guys? We don't buy this stuff. What's this?
What's this calamari?
They quarrel about it. And then what was another thing?
Arrows.
Yeah.
It's probably arrows.
You know, bro. He got the black people. He said, black people. When we like, bro, I'll get that after for another thing. But he made a lot of jokes. That's why it got me there.
Now, for me, one thing I've noticed is literally, I remember like when I had like, I was a team leader. And I'd go out every morning, we'd go for breakfast with me and my team and that. And I'd always normally pay. And they would always be like, oh,
we'll send it to you.
No, we'll send it to you. And I'd be like, yo, bro, like, just chill out, innit?
I love that. No, I love that, though.
Me, I don't like that. Me, if I've paid, like, shut up, man.
No, man, I love that, man. I would never pay.
But you're doing breakfast for everyone.
Do you know
for my team, innit?
You're so, I don't know, maybe that.
Like, me, for us, is like, for me, it's like, I don't know, I get, like, I like paying.
No,
I don't know, I just pay. It's like, yo,
this is a man that's marketing himself.
Wallahi, like, genuinely, wallahi. It's not even that, wallahi.
He's a bit stupid because I remember with my things and any of these corporates or whatnot, but I have a corporate card. Everyone's playing about expenses. Everyone wants to expense it. They don't care.
But we're not playing.
That's when I knew. I down people, bro. They don't even spend no money at work. Bro.
They don't spend their money.
Wallahi, be like, bro. I'm like, you know, the first times in meetings, I was working for a company called Brain Consultants, big company.
What you say?
Brain.
Your network.
Your network is gone.
Hey, no, bro.
The network.
Telling you, that man there. That actually was why did I say Brain? I said Bane. I think it's called Bane. I forgot them all, like, but bro, that man there, I was only there for about 6 weeks, brother. Fucking hell, that man there got bread, bro. like, and they have strict regime, strategizing this. Okay, let's cool, bro. It's for people like me, ADHD, 100, because the brain goes.
Yeah,
You get me? You quickly
You're working
produce,
quick
bro,
time.
quickly, and results. Yeah,
Okay.
we're going back. On the end of the day, straight away, we come back. What we doing? What? All right, where we at? All right, cool. You get this extra hours. You know what I mean? Like, bro, it's that American spirit or shakal,
hustle.
bro. Real hustle.
Yeah, real
So
hustle.
like with them now, we'll go for like unto. Like everyone's like, no, I'll put it on my one. I'll put it on my like everything. Like lunchtime, dinner time, extra work in overdue. Like we'll get an order of pizza. Everyone's like, their life is just corporate cards.
Nah, ours wasn't like that. Ours was more like we'd pay. But then like after 2 or 3 months and then seeing how we operate and that, then they started. They were like, oh no, it's my treat. We'll go for a carvery on a Sunday. Our treat and that, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's
On a
how it was.
Sunday?
On a Sunday, bro.
We're like outside of work.
No, we always do.
But I was about
No,
to
no.
I was
We
gonna say
don't.
this guy's going to do extra work.
No.
time.
So what we do is, if we're like, I start work at let's say 7 in the morning, 9 o'clock, we'll go for a sit down breakfast or a carvery or whatever, and then the work will start after like 8, 9, innit? Like we could manage our work, innit? You know what I'm saying? I'd look at the amount of work I've got to do. I could do about 5, 6 jobs out of 12. Boom, do them. And then just make an excuse on why I couldn't do the rest. That's it, do you know what I mean? And that was it, really.
That's it, don't kill me.
Yeah.
From the beginning of the day, he's planning how I'm going to mess up.
Oh, no,
later on.
100%. Bullshit baffles brains, man. The managers, as long as you've attempted, and they think you've attempted,
Yo,
that's
man,
it.
man.
What
Yeah,
do you
I'm
do
not
for
gonna
a
lie.
living?
I don't know what it is with me at work. I always back in the days, I always wanted to be the best.
Nah, not for me, man.
He's trying to
He's
get
even trying
by.
For me, I've clocked the game of this whole.
Yeah, you're on a,
No.
you're on a mad thing.
no,
No,
this-
he's
this-
doing the minimal to stay hired.
No. Work is literally someone once told me is doing as little as you can for as much money as you can.
No
That is the
denying
real aim of
But
work.
when you're young, the work I'm talking about,
Yeah.
that we're doing, it's all about learning and experience.
Yeah, I think that's a facade, bro. I think
Nah,
that's
man.
I think that's the
Well, it's not.
That's the con. Yeah, that's the con.
You think so?
That's the con, bro.
Because you know why I say that, my brother. Yeah, from normal university. and all
Have you ever
that
been
stuff,
important? Have you ever found yourself all of a sudden being important at work that they need
Yeah.
you? It's the worst.
Nah,
You're like, right.
Yeah,
Everything's
like-
on my shoulders.
Yeah, like they
I love
need
that.
me. I don't need that, bro.
I love that.
When they
I
call
live
me,
for that, you know.
they'll call me and be like, "Oh, is it you? Yeah, all right, don't worry. We'll wait for the guy on the late turn. Who's on the late turn?" I'll be like, "Oh, so and so. All right, yeah, we'll wait for him. All right, thanks, mate. See ya. Boom. Feet up.
He's saying minimum.
Yeah,
possible.
man.
Nah, that's not
They
easy.
know what I'm on, bro. Like, don't bother me, bro. I'm here to get paid and just do my job.
Do you know what it is?
and
I
that's
think
it.
for me, it's always been incentives.
Go on.
If it could be like earning shares within the company, earning extra money.
How much
extra-
shares?
No, because what they do is employ like
Well,
one
yeah,
company.
but-
No, one company I worked for
Yeah.
or whatnot was like I would work for 2 years and part of my package deal had an ESOP. Yeah, so ESOP is like you earn when the company gets to a unicorn, which is once you get onto the stock exchange.
Mm.
Yeah, so once they get onto the stock exchange, you earn the 2 years. So if they were to say, I don't know, 4% or 2% of your wages.
Yeah, Rolls Royce do that. Rolls Royce
Exactly.
give you
and equity
yeah.
basically. Does that make
Yeah,
sense?
they
A lot
do.
of companies do that, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot. And that actually, bro, there's like if you wait 10, 15 years, like imagine getting equity of Coca-Cola,
Yeah.
or Uber now, for instance,
Yeah.
or them things that when you was working there.
Mm.
You know how many man are ate off of that?
Yeah, that's true.
Gone.
Gone off
Gone.
what? You put an extra leg for.
Have you guys ever like really looked into like anything stock related? Have you ever bought any stock?
Yeah.
Yes.
COVID
Seriously?
times? I
Don't,
killed
don't,
it.
don't,
I can't
wait,
lie
hold
to
on. Stop.
COVID
Don't,
times.
don't
Aye.
ever say
Nah.
anything. I don't. Okay, forget crypto. I
Tesla,
don't.
Uber, you
Yeah.
name it. Like I was that. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't a trader when I was a youth.
Mm.
Like only got into it in COVID. Like and now I'm into binaries.
You know there was a
Well,
there was a woman in she's from Nottingham. She scammed single-handedly the whole of Sheffield Somali community for 1.5 million.
Gone. How?
By telling them, oh, you know, these stocks, you know, like, bro, like I had people like my mum and dad ringing me telling me, what do you know about Forex? And I'm like, you
Why
need to
go
sit
ask
down. You
that?
do.
Say
Wallahi, I said,
wallah.
mum, you're
Why
doing
go
too
ask
much.
that?
Wallahi.
They definitely got Sheffield there.
Bro,
How?
this I know. You know how over dramatic Somali people are, yeah? They once obviously the woman's ran the con on them and rinsed all of them. What she ended up doing was she ended up like disappearing. Then they found out obviously where she lived. Guess what they did? They hired a coach. They hired
They
a
all,
coach.
they all
They
rode
all
out.
got on a they all crashed. They all got on a
I heard
coach.
about this.
They all got on a coach. Yeah, they all got
Yeah.
on a coach. They went outside the girl's house, and then the girl's dad opened the door. The girl's dad goes, "Oh, I don't know what's happened to her. She's become a mute. She doesn't speak anymore." Wallah. Wallah, it's not even funny. Wallah. She can't speak. So they went upstairs to the girl and like cussing her out, like, "Where's our money?" Whatever. The girl was just sat there quiet, didn't say anything. Do you know what I mean? But the girl finessed him for 1.5 mil.
But how did she finesse them? She's there.
Bro, she did though, because
Where's
obviously
the lag?
but she's saying the lag is gone. She's saying the money's gone. She's saying
I thought she couldn't speak.
I thought
yeah,
she didn't speak then.
yeah, but her dad's saying the money's gone. Blah blah blah.
Where's the money?
Bro, she ran. She's gone. Obviously, after all that happened, they got back in the coach. They had to go back home. And then obviously, 2 weeks later, she's in Dubai. Do you know what I mean? She took everyone's Ayuta money, bro. Legged it and chipped. Wallahi. One of my brethren.
Where do you think you're gonna go in Yom Al Qiyamah, bro?
Nah, people don't care though. People don't care.
Bro,
There was
it's
that-
mad.
there was
I'm
that guy.
just asking in general.
There was that guy in Birmingham.
Birmingham.
Yeah,
Travel guy.
the guy.
Yeah,
from-
the travel. That's the one.
Yeah, that's my boy's cousin. He did that. Yeah, he's
happened?
gone. He's gone, bro.
Bro.
He's gone. He's in America.
Bro, it's Hajj money, Umrah money
Yeah,
that he stole.
he stole, bro.
So people were putting down deposits for their whole family.
Yeah.
5
Yeah.
bags, 6 bags, 10 bags.
Yeah,
You know, Somalis, bare kids.
yeah.
Where are they gonna go though?
Bro, you see the bottom of the fire where they started. That's where he's going.
Do
you
you
see
think
the
people-
bottom of the fire.
Yeah,
he's gonna be the coal.
Like, do you think that this world
The shaitan's
you-
gonna be using him
cost
like
you-
a
cost
shisha
you
coal.
1.5
Yeah.
to your Jannah?
My
like,
man wasn't 1.5. My man looked easily 500,000. They were saying he done 500,000. He done my man.
For what? What's half a mil up to? That's gonna
Half a
go
mil.
when?
Yeah, man.
And
But
what
you know
are you gonna
how-
do then?
Yeah, that's it, man. But he ran off in it. Do you know what I'm saying? Me personally, what would you do in that situation? Who's held accountable?
Me, I don't care.
Bro, I can't lie to you, man. I don't think you could ever live with yourself stealing.
No, but
Like,
then-
what do you mean? What would I do as the victim, or what would I do?
Yeah,
if I was-
like obviously, like if you're gonna
Bro,
get
I'm
it
not
back in
doing
blood.
nothing, you know what I love about.
I'm not
this?
so sorry, but like you got a dad, you got a mum, you got a brother.
There
Wallah,
you
somebody's
go.
paying. Wallah,
Nah, man.
someone's paying,
Yeah,
bro.
you
Nah.
know what you have to
I
understand?
want it in blood, bro.
Who gave it to you first? Allah, right?
Yeah.
Take it off of you.
I hear it, bro.
You're a better
don't
man than
believe
me,
in
man,
that, bro.
Sahib.
Nah,
No, I'm
bro.
crashing
Wallah, it's
all the
not.
way out, bro.
If I can get angry and do something at that time, that's not like something that's gonna risk. Because, bro, if you fuck up the youth's family or do something, you're putting yourself to go to jail. Are you worthy of that? You got value.
I
bro.
don't care, bro. At the
You
same
say
time,
that. You
I'll
say
be
I
honest
don't
with you,
care.
but I don't.
But when the thing's in the hand,
No, but you know
and
what
it's
it
time
is?
to do it, Abti. Wallahi, if you're not a Muslim or a believer of your iman, bro, I'm telling you, my brother. Like it's happened to me numerous times where
Yeah.
I've looked at it and I've said, you know what?
Charge it.
Allah.
You
Charge
saying,
it.
Hamza, very bumpable.
Yeah, well, I am.
And then,
But you know what happens?
There's
Here?
no
I get back
repercussions.
in blood.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Hold
saying.
on.
Contradiction.
Hold on. He
How
gave
long
us
is
his
that?
whole speech.
He did the whole like I have a dream
Just to
speech,
say, I
and then
wanna
I get
crash
back
out.
in blood. Yeah,
Me, I'm a chess player.
yeah,
Okay.
I play chess.
yeah.
Yeah.
Chest. You
I
play
love it,
chest.
chest. Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, you would never, I don't think anyone can rob me physically with a habad or whatnot.
Yeah, take it. Yeah,
Take me, bro.
yeah, take
My
me.
family know my pin numbers, but they know where my lag is. They know where everything is.
Mm.
What are you gonna do to me, bro? You're gonna meet my and one thing I do. Me and you've been to Umrah
Yeah.
together, whatnot. I say, oh Allah, if I'm gonna die, make sure I die and I'm gonna go Jannah.
Mm.
Like, don't kill me if I'm not gonna go to Jannah. So I made sure in my heart, if worse come to worse, even if I get a little jug, little stab, lose a leg, lose an
Yeah.
arm, as long as I don't die, I got a chance to still make ajr to go to
Mm.
Jannah. Because what's the plan? Jannah.
Jannah, yeah.
This world don't
Get
mean
to
jack
the
shit, bro.
75.
Bro,
Get to Hur Al Ain, bro.
there you go. So
That's
the
what I'm
only
trying
way
to do
you're-
right now.
no, the only way you're gonna rob me is either you zang me.
Okay.
Mm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But for you to be able to zang me, you have to get close to me.
Mm.
But while you're getting close to me, little do you know, I'm doing in the on you. Half a dada, sahib kaga. What's your routine? You get it?
Mm.
You have to learn the people to be able to, but they're learning you as well.
I hear what you're saying, man, but you know what it is? I feel like it's an easy cop out for people just to take money and trip, man, and go. Like, there has to be some sort of repercussion in life.
Nah, man.
Do you know what I mean?
Leave it to Allah, bro.
Do you reckon?
I can't lie to you. I
But
feel
especially we're old. Okay, young, I can understand.
Yeah.
We don't have the sabr.
What about this? What about God
Hold on,
forbid
hold on, hold on.
if it was your mum that
Go
got
on, I want
bumped?
to hear this. Go on.
I don't like how he added me to the we're old part.
Yeah.
Can we just
Bro,
stop
you're
there?
the same
Can we
age.
just-
You're the
Can we
same.
just
You know what?
stop
Yeah.
there?
You know. Problem.
Yeah,
Yeah,
H-
walalo. Yiriso.
Oh, my
No,
son
no.
there.
Yiriso.
Tara
If you know,
Kurutena.
but me personally, I still feel young. I'm much younger than Birdie.
Yeah, here we go, man. Here we go.
1886 over here.
Whoa.
Battle of Hastings.
Battle of Hastings. I was there, bro.
76.
Huh?
You're 76.
Are you crazy? I'm 90, bro.
You're not 90.
Wallah, I'm 1990.
1894.
1890.
Wallahi, I'm 1990. Y'all niggas need to stop.
1890.
No, 1990, bro. Like, stop this, bro.
What you saying?
Everyone gets old, bro. Just it hits you. I don't. But you're right. I don't even. I feel old is a mindset, man. If you feel old,
Yeah,
you
nah,
are
nah,
old,
I
innit?
know,
Do you know what I'm
I know,
saying?
right.
That's that.
Do you know what's mad? I think it was just something we put into our head when you're young.
Oh yeah, get married by 25.
Yeah,
Have kids by 27.
30, 30. But you know me,
It's all
when I was
changing,
young,
man.
I had a whole dream of what I would be when I'm 30. You know,
Go on.
like I
That's
thought I
it.
would be married. I thought I would be like already opened an accounting firm. I would have had a young kid. Like I would have been like proper.
Yeah.
Like, you get. I would have been different.
You're saying
Hold on.
32 now. You realize you're undateable.
Like, I realized I'm unserious.
I don't know. I feel like Hamza, you just need to just lower your standards a little bit, man. That's what it is. I
Do
feel
you know
like,
what I mean?
Yeah, I feel
Just
like
pay for the costa.
Yeah,
It don't
man.
cost much.
No, but this is what you know. What you lot are saying. This is wrong. You know why it's wrong? We spoke about this already. We don't need to bring up the subject again.
Yeah.
If we bring back the subject again, we might as well open up the whole funnel all over again.
No,
The only thing I'm gonna leave it as
Yeah.
is today, Birdie. You've done the road, innit?
Yeah, been to the mountain. Yeah.
Whatever I tell you today, I can't bring you back onto the road.
Yeah.
Sah?
Yeah.
So today, Hamza has done the dates and it's not benefited him. There's no way of me going back there.
That's what I'm thinking. Through ball or get married back home. I think that's becoming more of an
You
acceptable
know,
thing
someone
now.
asked me, would you get married back home?
A lot of people are saying that.
I said
now.
that, yeah, and I said I can't because they don't know about CBBC.
Yeah. I know, I hear it, but
Crazy stuff.
I
Because
know.
it's true. Because what am I gonna chat to you in the bed? You're gonna tell me I was watching NBC 3. I saw the translation.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you.
No, but a lot,
So
but
that-
a lot of my guys now are like contemplating that, saying,
Nah, man. I don't think. Look. Do you know what? I'll give you advice.
fair play to him,
My
man.
uncle's gonna kill me because me. I talk a lot about my family. They're gonna kill me. But
Mm.
you know what? It's all about experience. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's all about
Go on.
learning. My uncle, yeah, he came from Somalia. Come chilled here, done his thing. You get me? Now he's gone back to the love of his life. Yeah.
No, his wife. The love of his life.
Love
This
of
is
his life. Just
crazy.
to get a woman that obviously it's his first wife and he loved her, innit?
Yeah.
Boom, got his wife, married her over there.
Mm.
Boom. Now he's done the da'wah thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Boom.
TikTok. Him and Shahwa.
Yeah. What's it?
Boom. Yeah. Now she's come to London.
Yeah.
Airport with his child. Said, listen,
Kuberte.
man ain't doing nothing for you until you bring my mum. Excuse me? But you heard what I said.
That's what his missus said.
That's what the missus said.
Bring my mum over here.
Yeah, or don't chat to me. Forget about me.
Where's she gonna go?
Bro, she jumped on the train from Heathrow, Birmingham. Hey, Kadad.
She's in Brum.
Till today, I ain't seen my niece. I should see my cousin.
Crazy.
Go on.
That's why you don't bring them here, man.
That's what you think. Nigga didn't learn. Gone back again. We go again.
Yeah,
Bought another wife.
he's got.
What are you saying?
But now this one's with him. This one's fully loaded.
Yeah.
He learned.
Yeah, you say that a lot, especially in the Pakistani community. Where a lot of my brethren, yeah, they get married back home, and that's their thing. It's a common thing. They all get married back home, bring their wives over. Their wives live in the same house as their mums.
Yeah, is that okay to you, lot?
Like,
Nah, impossible.
That's a mad thing.
like,
to
no, it's
me,
a mad thing, but
I can never see me with my wife in my house.
but it's their thing, and it works for them. By the way, like,
But okay, it's their thing. It works for them. But
yeah, it works for them.
do you know what?
Because-
I think that's good for
but-
another whole topic.
Yeah. It works for it works for them.
It works for them.
So it works for them. So one of my friends basically brought this girl over. Obviously he went over to get married. Got married to this. I said it was his cousin, but he says it's
I
not.
swear.
It probably was his cousin, innit? But anyway, it probably was. You know how them man get down, innit?
She's raw pretty, though.
Yeah. Oh yeah, RS3, innit? So anyway,
Come
boom.
on.
So anyway, he got married
Be
to her.
taller than that.
Yeah, he brought her over, and they was together for 5 years, innit? So they were together for 5 years, had a kid. After the 5 years was done, and she got her legal, like, you know, indefinite to stay or remain or whatever,
Definitely to remain.
she ran off. Yeah, she ran off to Birmingham, funny enough. I don't know why Birmingham. I feel like Birmingham. Oh yeah, she ran off to Birmingham, and then she ended up flying over her childhood sweetheart from her village.
No
And
way.
she said, my brethren harried her and did mad things to her. Like, done like the beat her up. She ended up in a shower. All of this crazy.
Swear.
Like, yeah, my boy's not even like that, man. Such a soft guy in that, man. Like, he goes, bro, like, I can't even see my kid. I haven't seen my daughter.
I'm glad they
Oh.
can
Yeah, I
still
think
be
that's so
cousins.
sad,
Yeah, cause, yeah, that's it. At least they got the cousins.
At least they can still be
Yeah,
cousins.
they can fall back on that. Yeah, so
I think
yeah,
that's so sad, all that, man.
yeah. So I don't know the whole thing of bringing a girl from a country to England.
There's a disconnect, man.
There's a disconnect in it. That's the thing in it. That's what I wouldn't personally do. As I said, there's no relatable. You ain't got nothing to relate on in it. Do you know what I'm saying? But I don't know.
Bro, you can't do the deed in the house.
What with your mum in the house and that?
No, it's
My
impossible.
floorboards are too skinny.
All you just hear is
Bow!
just bare clapping. Yeah.
Problematic, bro.
Yeah, but them man do it. I don't know how they do it. But them man's houses are big though. The reason why my Asian brethren said they do that is they
Save costs.
Save costs. And then when it comes for them to buy a house, they've got enough money to like buy a house in it. Do you know what I'm saying? But them man all do the mortgage thing, and I've seen a lot of Somalis do that now, by the way.
Nah, I don't think the mortgage is
Mortgage
haram.
is not for me.
It's
man.
not for you, yeah.
For me, bro, it's haram, man.
One girl tried koalas me and say, "Yo, let's, you should get a mortgage."
Yeah, you're easily koalas.
I'm very easily manipulated sometimes.
But you know what, yeah? Just before we move on a little bit, because I'd rather just finish the construction part. I was gonna say, if you get a chance, any young people, and anyone can come up to me and ask me and whatnot, I think definitely get into Nebosh health and safety. That's for sure. Now I'm into something called principal project manager, so principal 1 and principal 2. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna up my levels.
Prince 1.
Yeah, Prince 1 and
Prince 1, Prince 2. Yeah.
Let me give them a little zang as well.
Yeah.
Before you do any of them courses, see if there's jobs available. And what you do is you update your CV with all the courses that you think you want to do and start applying for these jobs.
Yep.
If you do that and you're getting bare responses, it means you better go do these courses.
I'm telling you, there's a big demand. Project manager now, for Prince 1 and Prince 2, big demand. Bro, forget that.
In construction?
In construction, my brother.
Okay.
Bro, I fly out. I call my recruiter a day or two before, and I tell you, I'm coming on Monday. Make sure the job's there. 30 seconds later. She's like, I got you on XYZ site. Bye.
Boom.
That's the thing in this country, man. They're always building something.
I think always, and especially the build, and there's, you know what it is? There's always government fundings.
Yeah. Construction and anything, I'd say, for all the kids out there, renewable, anything like in the renewable energy game, like. And
you don't have to be mad smart, my brothers.
100%.
I swear to you, this is one industry that has really surprised me. It's so stupid, and the money they're making is crazy. And I rate man like I got a bedroom called Jake, 16 cutouts at one that went into demolition and them things.
Yeah.
Oh, they're making
mad Abti peas, bro. We're talking about like 100, 200, but these men are making 2-3 racks a day. A day. Let that sink in your head that you're gonna make in 5 days. You're gonna make 15K.
That's mad bread, bro. That's a lot of money, man. It's a lot of money. Apprenticeships as well. Going to apprenticeships, education's overrated, man. I'd say that as well. Apprenticeships is where it's at. Like one of the company I work for, they do an apprenticeship, do a 3-year apprenticeship. You learn while you earn. That's one of their sayings. And by the end of it, you start in salary minimum 40 grand a year, bro.
That's not bad.
That's not bad. That's starting as well. With the scope of overtime and that, you're clearing 50, 60 easy a year.
Nowadays, you know what's mad? Because I remember when I was like in my time, like 25, 26, well, 28K was a good piece.
Yeah.
32K.
I think now you need to be easily on 50. If you're not on 50, right now,
50 you can't live.
50. I even think 50 ain't even enough now, bro. I'll be honest with you. I used to have that figure in my head. Once I get to 50K, I've gone clear. I'm crushed, bro. You get to 50K and then you're like,
think the 50K comes to you one time.
Nah.
It comes slowly, yeah. And it's
now what you're forgetting as well, Hamza, is tax, bro. Once you start making above a certain, and you're on that 40% tax bracket, bro, and they're taking 40%.
That's one thing I didn't like about contractual work or pay.
Yeah, PYE. Yeah.
You know why? Because
tax
now
again, Hamid.
It's pension, HMRC, income, not income,
Abaha, everyone getting paid before you.
Everyone's getting paid before me. You know how bad it is? One time I must have went to court for some dumb driving thing again, yeah. Bruv, they charged me like a little 3 bills. Next thing I know, the first paycheck, man's got back.
It gets you, yeah.
I'm saying, what? And then even student finance.
Yeah.
Bro, but all you know, you could be getting, bro, there's times I was getting 8 bills out of my account. Just from my wages, 8 bills.
It's crazy, isn't it?
That's like child tax, like child benefits, like money-wise.
Bro, it was like, bro, I'd rather be on universal credit.
Yeah. That's, I see the law or why you want to be on universal credit and just be a benefit bandit. Do you know what I mean? I see it.
Bro, my thing was always, I don't think these people are smarter than me, so why can't I do what they're doing and pay other people to do it?
Exactly.
Well, like just be like your own boss.
Like like.
I say that, bro. I have no. To each his own, innit, I guess.
We've gone through this in the
We've
last
gone through
podcast,
this.
but I want to pivot. I want to pivot into a completely different topic.
Go on, Makili.
I need Duxie stories.
Duxie stories.
Quran class.
Nah, do you know what I'd say? We can't keep it on that one on this episode.
Quran class.
Yeah, that's our next episode.
Yeah, we'll do a next episode on Quran class.
Just on our Dixie experiences. Because, bro, I'm not gonna lie. If I started now, we're here till tonight. I would know much of that.
Yeah.
we got things to do.
Yeah, 100%.
Hey, what? No dilemmas today?
We got one or two. Just read one. Just read one on this one. I think I sent. There's two that got sent in. From the old one.
All right, here's a dilemma. So my dilemma is I was in a relationship with a Muslim man. I had his child whilst pregnant. I found out he has a wife and a son. He has no part in his child's life. My issue is, do I raise the child as a Muslim? Hold on. That's a little pause.
Yeah.
So he's going outside the religion, first of all. I'm not religious, but I feel more drawn to Islam. More drawn to Islam than any other religion. Help me, Abti.
Help me, Abti. What? So, oof. Should she raise her child as a Muslim, even though she? Yeah,
it's obviously a she. She's giving birth, isn't it?
She's giving birth.
Oh yeah.
She gave neck work to him.
But she's not.
Well.
She's not
Muslim.
She's not Muslim.
I think this is a girl that's dating a Somali guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Abti's put the.
Yeah, the name in. Yeah, and he cut because what he couldn't.
She's asking. What do you call it? The uncles for help now. You see what I'm saying?
I don't like the term uncles, but we'll take it. It's a placeholder for now. Since, but
I think that she should definitely raise him as Muslim because we're all Muslim and we will definitely want that, right?
100.
Yeah, even regardless, even if it doesn't go anywhere with her, not. And
how can she raise him as a Muslim when she not
doesn't
Muslim?
know it?
Correct, but she's already a step closer. In her heart,
she's going towards it.
She's going towards it.
Yeah. She can feel it. Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
She knows that. Yeah, man, he's Muslim. I've seen around how the Muslim culture is. Yes, that individual might have not been the great example of the deen. Yeah,
we can all agree
I
on
would
that.
say though, sister, get in contact with us. I'll put you into groups of a few sisters that are reverts. Regardless if you want to become Muslim or not, they'll still help you.
I'll point you in the right direction, guys.
Yeah, point in the right direction. I think that's
and I think that's the best advice that if you think logically would make sense.
If she's saying that, especially as well, yeah.
But yeah,
shame on you though. Shame on you.
Forget about
doing
man.
That. Shame on you for doing that, man.
Shame on you, Abti.
Yeah, shame on you, man.
And a lot of the brothers
and
that do that and that, yeah, wallah, that's not nice.
Giving us a bad name.
He's going to judge you. Like the Swedish guy. You see the Swedish guy? What he did?
What, Maya Jama's dad?
Nah, you're ruthless.
He don't. Like, big up Maya, man. Just nice people, you know. Like,
I love Maya.
Seriously. Big up Maya. Like, that weren't me, so. Yeah, which Swedish guys is?
There's a Swedish guy. He had a white girl. Yeah, he got her pregnant. Yeah, obviously she's saying she's gonna keep it. I don't know what he was trying to do or whatnot, but he wasn't. You know what I mean?
The gentleman that killed the woman.
So
bro, he killed her, bro.
Yeah, he ended up.
They killed her with a lamp.
Yeah,
He choked her out.
Who gave him that bright idea?
Bro, I don't know. You're a psychopath, bro.
Who gave him that bright idea? What a pun, Allah. What a pun.
Killed her because of that. Because of Abti, he couldn't handle the Ab.
How's it? Is it an Arab in 2025 though?
I think it's.
Is it
with Somali where, bro, like people are like looking at it, doing things. There's no one else that you should be scared of apart from Allah, right?
Yeah, on God, yeah, facts.
Your family, your parents, or whatnot, they can't do nothing.
Bro, he was scared of Dr. Uma, man.
Yeah, he was getting judged. But now, do you know what it is? I don't know. Overall, children are a blessing, man. I don't know, man.
Yeah, well,
I think children are a blessing.
But I'm not gonna lie. I personally.
You have to get married to have a child.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know one thing I found out as well Islamically, yeah, which is brazy, which a lot of people don't know. If you have a child outside of marriage, all right, they're not entitled to your wealth.
Yeah.
They're not entitled to your surname, and you're not allowed to give them away when they get married.
Yeah.
The best thing you can do for that child
like a friend.
is only give him siblings. So you're meant to marry the woman and then. Whatever. So with that being said, yeah, you can't even give him away, man. If you got a daughter and it's a wedding day, she's been had outside of wedlock, bro, you gotta give them duties to the imam and that, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So there you go. On that bombshell, I think we might end this episode. What do you guys say? Great. So yeah, anyway, if you got this far, like, comment, share, subscribe.
Come on.
Road to 7K, which is important. I think we're gonna get there as well. We've been
coming and that.
It's coming. YouTube plaque is coming. Yep, it is. That's a little bit racist, Hamza, but we'll move past it. All right.
Don't worry.
On my left, we have New Money H, Abti Hamza Ahmed, the one and only, and on my right, we have the illustrious, infamous
H.
And there you go. And we are the Abti Podcast. Love the love.